I'm working on a dysfunctional family cookbook. Ralph Steadman did the cover art, so that should tell you where we're going with this. And I'm looking to do a good cookbook, of course. Kind of stuff that I've adapted a lot of things. Now that I'm a dad, I've sort of boiled down 30 years of professional restaurant experience to what I do at home and how I cook at home. But I think more in mind, perhaps the real motive for doing a cookbook is on my imprint. I lost a couple of cookbooks that I wanted to acquire. And I think at the last minute, these chefs thought, I want a really expensive, self-indulgent, gorgeous book that won't make any money, but all my chef friends will say that is the most awesome, gorgeous thing ever. And there are a couple of imprints who have a track record of doing that kind of package. This will be the most awesome, self-indulgent, gorgeous, completely off-the-wall package ever. So I want to establish that we know how to do those things.
Right.
And I'm looking at, the bar has been raised pretty high by like the Joe Beef cookbook, which I think is really great, and Martin Picard's a Pied Cochon cookbook, Fergus Henderson's Nose to Tail. I'm looking to take it even further.
And you also have some entertaining aspects of it too.
Yeah, strategy and tactics for sure. But as an object, we're talking about print now. We're asking people to buy a physical object when they could get it online. This is going to be an object that people, a material thing that people will want to hold on to and revisit and look at, and it's coming along really, really, really well, and it'll be shocking and offensive.
Great, perfect. How fun has it been working with Ralph Steadman?
It's been a wonderful adventure. He's a hero of mine. When I was 12 and 13, I would run to the store to get the latest Rolling Stone because it was serializing Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and then later Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail. I'm a huge fan of his work, not just with Thompson, but his Alice in Wonderland is amazing. All his work is amazing. So it's really a bucket list sort of a thing to work with him. And I'm working with a great photographer named Bobby Fisher, who is doing some who basically I gave license to kill, to just to outdo his transgressive and outrageous food photographs, unlike anything else. And he has run with the ball, shall we say.
Are there any food trends right now that you particularly love or wish would just go away?
I'm not hating anything. I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. There's a lot of silliness and pomposity and affectation and hypocrisy and all of those things, but I think that's true of any new thing, any new form or style of music. There's going to be a lot of excess for a period of time. I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. I'm very excited by how Korean is finally, having its day in a really big way, and is influencing everybody. I think the move towards street food, more democratic venues, I think is exciting. I think we might be over umami'd a little bit. I've been eating a lot of really super powered, sort of almost over flavored, over sticky, too fatty. It's a little too much. I think a little restraint, a little acidity would be nice. But that's just me. On the other hand, I don't care how spicy it is. I love spicy. So, and I put more pepper on my food than is probably advisable.
About David Chang's new chicken sandwich. It's just like big chicken, small bread.
Yeah, that's going to be an ever increasing. That's going to be a big thing for a while. The Korean fried chicken and chicken sandwiches. I think fried chicken sandwiches. We're going to see a lot of that. It has yet to peak by a long shot.
Yeah.
I like Indian, vegan, or vegetarian food. That's exciting and interesting to me, and I could actually eat it day after day. The rest, really not. Especially, it's like if it's vegan, but it's that polymer soy substance that they supposed to taste just like pork. It's like why are you eating something that tastes like pork? And how do you know? How did they find out? How many pigs did they have to kill to make it taste just like pork? And if you like pork so much, why don't you just eat pork? I've been reading up on an artist named Yoshitoshi in particular, who was sort of before photography, the tabloid photographer of his time. He would do these very lurid sort of crime story, ultra-violent depictions of murder and I'm sort of getting lost in this Japanese pop culture of the 19th century and before.
So are you thinking about getting another tattoo?
Oh, I did. I have to.
Oh, did you get
This is fresh from yesterday.
Oh, no way. Just from yesterday? Oh, my God. That's amazing.
And that's Kiyohime, who was spurned by her lover and paid him back by turning into a serpent and chasing him under a bell.
That's so cool. Where did you get that?
Seventh Sun in San Francisco.
Oh,
I had this done just yesterday, and this was done a few weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
It's another sort of classic Japanese female ghost, usually a suicide or a spurned woman, and usually the hair is long, and so you've seen them in horror films in the long white shroud, and I find them very striking.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm fascinated by I'm fascinated by everything Japanese.
Okay.
I happily spend the rest of my life, learning Japanese flower arranging and eating Japanese food. I think if you ask most chefs I know, regardless of where they come from, if they had to be sentenced to one city for the rest of their lives and eat every single meal there, almost all of them would say Tokyo.
Really?
As much as I love France and Italy and Spain and many other countries, there's something. I could eat that food every day, forever. It would not be a burden.